Hi there, my name is Kate and I'm going to be talking about working in the civil service. I'll be doing this by answering a few questions about my experience. Ready? Okay. Question 1. Who you are, who you work for, your job title and role. Hello, as we've already established, my name is Kate and I work in the civil service in the Department for Education. I've been in the department for 5 years and I currently work in the Devon and Torbay delivery team for the South West Regional Schools Commissioner team, and we're based in Bristol. Question 2. How did you get there? My first proper job after graduating university was in a further education college that specialised in popular music courses, and I worked there for about 5 years. I didn't know how to go about applying for a role in the civil service until I was just randomly looking up education related jobs, and I saw a role had come up in Bristol at the Department for Education, and I thought it would be good to apply because I'd heard that the civil service was a good place to work. So I created a profile on the civil service jobs website, applied online, was invited for an interview and eventually got the role. My first role in the civil service was as a personal assistant to the Regional Schools Commissioner at Executive Officer grade. Since then, I've been promoted twice and am now a Senior Executive Officer, and I work in the Devon and Torbay team. Question 3. What's great about working at your organisation and what attracted you? I really enjoy working in education and I think I'll always want to do something related to it. So I liked how this role was both education related but also with the benefits of being in the civil service as well. As a civil servant, there are so many opportunities to go into different departments or types of work. You could start in education and then go to the Ministry of Defence or Health and Social Care, or end up at the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. There's so many types of work a civil servant can do, and the nature of the work is really varied. So I think there probably is a role pretty much for everyone within the civil service somewhere. And it's also really good that, especially in recent years, there's a lot more roles available to people who don't want to work in London, and that's really valuable. And I also just really like the fact that the people I work with are really passionate about education. A lot of my colleagues also used to work in schools or colleges before they joined the department, and I think we all just really care about doing a good job. What developmental opportunities are available in your organisation? We have so many. The civil service really encourages professional and personal development throughout your career. We're all encouraged to seek out opportunities for growth, and that can be anything from, we're all allocated 5 days a year for volunteering leave, so that can be things like being a school governor or helping a local charity for a day. But we also have things like part-time working for people who might want to work and also pursue a degree part-time. And people can also take career breaks if they want to do a secondment, for example, working at a foreign government. So sometimes people can take secondments and go and work in Washington, in the civil service in America, or they might have a secondment and do a degree, and then they know that they have a job to come back to once they're finished. We also have formal learning programs and schemes you can undertake. For example, we've got a Future Leaders scheme for people who want to develop their leadership skills. And also just in the civil service in general, everyone has a line manager, and that line manager has a performance conversation with you every month, and that's the point where you talk about your learning and development and any future ambitions you might have. And it's really common for people to come into the civil service at quite junior grades and then get steadily promoted into senior roles as their knowledge and experience develops over time. So yeah, there's loads of progression opportunities in the civil service. Okay, last question. Any top tips or pearls of wisdom for young people? I would say try and think about what really motivates you rather than just focusing on what you're good at, because you can always learn new skills, and it's not as easy to get the most out of your job if you don't enjoy it, or if you don't find that it suits you. So if you have a good understanding of the sort of things that you enjoy doing and the sort of things that you're motivated by, then I think you're going to have a better chance of finding a job that you really love. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about whether you're better at maths or if you're really good at writing stuff. I mean more like, do you like working in a team? Do you like having people to bounce ideas around with? Or do you find that you get your best work done when you're by yourself and have a bit more independence? Because that's really important. And then also, whether you consider a job to be a way to just pay the bills and is something that, just turn up and then come home again at the end of the day, or if you want a job that really aligns with your kind of personal values, and if it's something that will motivate you, I think that's really important to consider as well. So I guess, to put it in a shorter term, think about the career path that fits you, rather than stressing about trying to fit in with a particular job or a particular sector. Okay. That's the end of my questions. So I hope that helped shed some light on what life is like working in the civil service and the Department for Education. If you want to know more, please do explore our Department for Education profile page and the resources. You can also post any questions you might have on our forum page, and you can also find out more on the various websites you can go to apply for particular jobs in the job section on our profile page. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.